House number 2, the Imperial House. This house was a unique one because I used a national player to try to sell it. It's not a closed door, but it's I won't say their name. I got the house under contract for $129,000. I tried to wholesale it locally to no avail. The house had too many problems with it, right? So I put it on this company, this national company that I won't speak of, and they made me an offer of $224,000. I had it under contract for $129,000, and they offered me $224,000. That door was wide open in my mind. I'm like, oh my gosh, okay. So I laughed at it because I've been doing this business long enough to realize they're never going to pay me $224,000 for this house, even though that's what their offer said. They didn't do an interior walkthrough. They do an exterior walkthrough with my pictures. And after that, they decided to lower the price down to $167,000. So I was personally very happy still. There's a big difference between $167,000 and $129,000, right? A $38,000 profit. They made my life easy. But if I was the layperson, if I was the seller, and you took me from $224,000 down to $167,000, how mad would you be? It feels like a bait and switch, right? And so that is what these iBuyers, these national companies are doing. And so it turns out that they only want to buy from you if you already own it outright. And so I didn't want to take the house down only just to sell it to them. That cost me more time, more effort, more money. And so one slipped through the crack. They closed on the deal. They bought it for the $167,000. Well, what was interesting in that deal, a few things. Of course, I was happy making $35,000, $38,000 plus. Was their rehab number. My rehab number, after doing this for 20 years, my rehab number was $30,000 on this house. Their rehab number was $9,300. So I think in my mind, they're just trying to come to these houses, knock the ugly off of them, get them on the market, get them rented out, however they decide to dispose of the property. But they really, I think they're just trying to hedge inflation. They've got billions of dollars to spend, and they're not shy about spending it. And so if I was a normal seller, I would have been very ticked off about how that deal worked. By the way, the Imperial deal was a gentleman moving into senior living. He wanted to make sure that he could lock up his new room, or his new address, you should say, in senior living. So he wanted to know his house was sold. And so I came in and made that offer of $129,000. He was happy to have that. He owned the house outright. He was going to use that money to pay for his new care.